We're live.
It's time! Treasure hunting in the sharky waters on the World Wide Web. And today's guest is Chris of Urlbox. Urlbox.
Urlbox. That's how I say it, but I'm a northerner, so.
yeah. And I'm Captain Ola, your host, and my also host is Queen Raae here.
Hello. You are pointing in the wrong direction, Ola. It's hard with those.
No, I put it right now.
Did you? You pointed at Chris. That's Chris.
Well, not on my screen. I have to watch on YouTube then.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I mean, you're in the middle. You should just do this. These are my guests.
Okay. Yeah. So,
where's our little tiny task, Tinkerbell?
Yep. So, we always start up with talking about what, why, and how we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So today's what is that we are gonna screenshot tweets. And why? Because we want to put them on Twowels. It's the best why in the world. And how are we going to do this? We're going to do this using Urlbox or Urlbox. And Chris is here to help us out. Because as we all know, Twitter is fickly. And we'll see if we can manage to screenshot some tweets. Are you confident, Chris?
Yeah, mildly.
Mildly confident.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't know what Elon has got in store for us today. So
no, because it seems to be changing a lot. Like, just being on Twitter, things are changing like all the time. And
yeah, like he keeps putting like banners and things in front of us as well, doesn't he? Like trying to block us and so we can't get to his content. And then like he's annoyed about OpenAI as well, trying to steal all of their tweets.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Stealing their tweets? Really?
He's got beef with Sam, hasn't he? So.
Oh, yeah. Let's not get into that, or suddenly we are like, this video stream is gonna go blank for a little while. So I'm gonna add to stage. Here we are. So this is what you see when you log into Urlbox. So if we go to, and then there's the docs. So we have our docs, but we have you here, which is basically the docs. Because you are the founder, and also like you are the technical founder. So you wrote the initial version, at least.
Yeah.
Or
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Are you still writing?
I am still coding every day.
Ooh. I mean, so many technical founders would be jealous of that. Okay, but let's get into it. So let's choose a tweet. Or what do we call them even now? It's like, now it's actually x.com.
We call it tweets. Come on.
So it's like an X post. An X post? That doesn't even sound. Oh, look, this is us. Let's not photograph that. But let's take one of the towel tweets. Let's just take this one, because we are also going to save this discussion for a little later on the stream. What are we going to be calling this little demo app that we're building? So if I wanted to, if I wanted to take a photo of this, like obviously here I'm logged in. So let's go to the Incognito browser. I guess this is what Urlbox would see, kind of. I mean, it doesn't see anything because it's happening on a server, but this is what it's seeing.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we have kind of these things that you were talking about. So I don't know. Should we just try it? See where it goes?
Let's try it.
But now, are we there? No, that's the wrong window. Why do I have so many windows open?
You've opened one of your tweets now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I opened one of my tweets, and then I just have so much things happening on my screen right now. There you guys are. Okay, so like I'm thinking I'll just pop it in there.
Yeah, and then just hit the render button and see what happens.
Dun, 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 dun. This is where we need that elevator music again. We're like started singing on. Oh, so this is pretty good though. But we have that stuff, and then I am thinking like we don't need all of this shenanigans on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can pass kind of like a CSS selector to just screenshot the element that you're interested in.
Okay.
And I guess the best way of doing that is just using Chrome to begin with, just to find out
to
what
have
the
it like.
selector is.
Okay, this is gonna be fun because I don't know which one is open now. Because I want to open that incognito window. I guess. Is it this one? I need to close down the other one. It's this one. Maybe I had it open earlier too. Oh, I think there we go. Now I understand. Okay. So we want to have only this square or like this box. So we'll need to do a little bit of, guess if you're going to see. So that would be, boom. It would be kind of this div, or maybe the article div.
Yeah, I just go for the biggest one that contains that.
Yeah, I think maybe article because that's easier to select because all of these others are div, and I am imagining there's only one article on this page. Or do you think there are more articles? Maybe these replies are articles. But will you just select the first one?
Yeah, if you just give us like a very general one, like article, then yeah, it'll just be the first one.
Let's try that then. Or did you want us to like photograph in here?
No, you can just
okay.
You can either copy that selector or you can just try with just article.
How do you copy selectors again?
You can go to copy.
Oh, there it is. I always forget. Okay, let's see.
That usually gives you like a really long selector string.
Yeah, because here maybe we get all these like CSSs and stuff. Let's see in our, it gets us the React root div blah 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 article. Let's just try article and see what happens because that would make my life better. And then that was not it. There we go. Oh, thing are switching over my screen. Okay, so then we do element and selector. So now I did do all of it. Article. Can I spell it though?
Yeah.
Is that article?
That looks right to me.
Well, as the speller of the family, so. Okay, let's see. So now we're hoping to just get the box. And since we're just getting the box, will then all of these overlays like go away on their own? Look at that. But we're not getting the image anymore. Didn't we get the last one?
I think so, yeah. If you get to usage, just see.
Yeah, because there is the image. But when we do...
Is it like lazy loading, do you think?
I think absolutely lazy loading. Let's have a look at it. Because I think it's even, if I remember correctly, no, it's an actual image. But I don't, if we just refresh, like it's, well.
It does come in pretty quick.
Yeah. So what's the difference between the element and the full screen? Because when it was full screen, we got the whole thing. Then we got the image.
Yeah, there shouldn't really be any difference. The only thing is, because we're using Puppeteer under the hood, it's sometimes when it does like the selector screenshot, it kind of like resizes the viewport very quickly and then comes back. And sometimes you could try like on Twitter now, just try resizing your window and seeing if the image flickers or something. It could be.
Oh, so if we do like make it small, no, it looks like, oh yeah, it flickers. It flickers on that size.
Yeah, so that might be why.
So how is there a way to get around that then?
Yeah, we can. We could do a wait for the image to load.
Okay.
So
Wait
you go to
delay?
the wait, yeah, and then if you go to the wait for selector, so now you might have to just type in image there, img, and see if that makes it work.
But that would then be the first image, or would that be all images?
That would probably be all images.
Nope.
Nope, that didn't work. Let's see.
But it did work when you did the full screenshots. Or is there any way to like force it to just stay big?
Well, you could. What you could do is take the full viewport and then crop the actual image, rather
Okay.
than using the selector.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
So
So then do we have to crop it afterwards then, or can you crop it?
Yeah, we can crop it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So then I remove this and we go back to doing
A normal viewport screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but I also think here, if you do like an 600, it's actually, because I like the Twitter when it's narrower, it's less noisy.
Just I think your selector's still on actually. There's a little bit of a bug in the UI.
Oh, but now it works. So if I do element and viewport 600, it works because then it's not changing.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if you did it again, it might be blank.
I mean, don't feel bad. Like this is stuff that this always happens on live streams. You find like the little things. No, look at that.
Yeah, this is the fun of like screenshotting.
Yes.
Headless browsers.
But could it be because it is the width? Because now we're on a very low width. Like if we tried to do like 1200 and like 1500 again, then
yeah, it could be that. Yeah, because you've started with that width. It's kind of like loaded the image already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, because then it doesn't work. Yeah, because then so let's just go with a low. But then we didn't have to go back and do a full screenshot. We've done.
That's it.
Yeah,
that was 20 minutes.
Oh,
This is the fastest stream in history. So let's go harder. I want this image. I don't want this to be black in the background. Like I want it to be a transparent background.
Okay.
Because we're gonna print it on a towel. We don't want to have like a black box on the towel.
Yeah.
But before that, Inessa is here. Howdy! Yeah, Inessa is over in Canada. I
think it's the West Coast, isn't it?
I suddenly.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a question though, because you did mention Puppeteer. Like, why don't they just like use Puppeteer? Not that I've ever tried to run Puppeteer.
You can do, but and you know, it works well for like if you're just screenshotting your own site and you can have control over that, like HTML and stuff. But when you're screenshotting the wild web and you have no clue like what people have done to their sites, like you've got infinite scrolling, you've got scroll hijacking and things, like as soon as you start doing like full page screenshots on those types of sites, you run into so many edge cases. And yeah, you've got things like cookie banners, pop-ups, discount voucher code, pop-up modals and everything. Just dismissing all those is just a massive pain, and you'll just be there forever. And I guess the other thing is security as well. Like you know, if you're hosting Puppeteer, you want to make sure that people can't like access your internal metadata URLs, for example, and IP addresses. So you don't want people doing that kind of thing. on your like servers. So yeah, I guess that's a few reasons, but there's like tons more.
Yeah. And just having to, I mean, even for this quite simple case, like now we were pretty lucky because now we're just taking a photo of an element and we managed to get the element to work by doing the 600 width and selecting the element. But if I was doing this while like coding and having my own puppeteer and not your very nice UI here, I think I would have struggled a lot more to like start thinking about which settings I would need to set. Like you kind of give me a little bit of hints there about what settings I would need to do this. I'm just going to add a little banner here because we now have somebody come in. Kunal says, Twowels. So that's a vote for Twowels.
Yeah.
You know, I originally wanted XTowels because, you know, finally they've changed over to x.com. Not finally as in I'm happy about it, but finally as in, I mean, they've been called X for how many months now, and now we're actually on x.com. So I was like, XTowels is like X Factor and stuff like that. Ola wanted Twitter towels. Wasn't that your suggestion, Ola?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody replied to this tweet. Maybe it was Kunal. Let's see on the tweet. Who said, yeah, it was Kunal. So Twowels. And I really, really like this reasoning because they said that Twowels, because the coolest thing about the Twitter brand was that nothing as famous started with TW. So any project related to Twitter could be named by replacing the first few chars of a word with TW. So Twift came from Twitter plus gift. And I kind of like that nod to history that we did make products that started with TW when they were like connected to Twitter. But how do you feel about it, Ola? Are you still Twitter towel?
Huh? No, I yeah, look, he says that too. It was me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I clicked it.
We're fighting.
Yeah, it was me.
We're also fighting. We're fighting over the name and clicking the comment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. You're in the middle of a dispute here, family dispute. Sorry, go ahead, Ola.
Oh yeah, I'm I'm open to you know, listening to the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So absolutely, yeah, sure. Look here. I'm clicking now.
Yeah.
Swift is something I made in 2022. It had to shut down after the API pricing changes. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. We did a project, Prune Your Follows, where you could easily remove people you were following for a cleaner feed. And that also is not up anymore because it was a fun project, and fun projects cease to exist when you have to pay that much every month. But what were you going to say, Chris, about the name?
I was going to say like maybe Towerly.
Yeah.
Towerly. You got to write it down. We're going to have a Twitter poll.
Towel.ly.
And that was from
Chris.
I think there's a character in one South Park episode that was called Towerly, and he liked to smoke weed and get high.
But that's
in
great.
his towel, or was he just called Towerly?
You just called you just a walking towel, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's get back to it because this is kind of our mock-up here. I made a little bit of a mock-up, and as you see, the towels are white, but I think we can like print them on any color, but no matter what kind of background color we don't want this like black box showing up. We want that to be transparent so that we can print it on the towel without this black box.
Yeah. Okay.
So how could we go about doing that?
So we do have like a transparent option which you could try, see if that works. It should sort of set the background. There you go on image options.
Okay.
try that for now and see how that goes.
So what that does is it says sets. So what does it do behind the hood or under the hood?
Yeah. So if there's no sort of CSS set for the background of a certain element, it will just set that to transparent rather than the default, which I think is white. I think. But obviously that didn't seem to work. So that means that Twitter must be already setting this directly to black.
Okay, so we have to figure out where they set it to black. Because I've already spied that you have a CSS. I can inject CSS before taking a photo.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Yeah, that's that requires a little bit more work on the user's part, but I can see that at the top on the body they've got style equals background color.
Okay, so it's on the body.
Yeah, if you try disabling that rule, see if that just like takes off the black.
No.
Yeah, so it must
they
be
really wanted to have a black background.
Yeah.
Because we were on the article. That does not have a black background. Can we see and computed where it's coming from? No, because it's not actually setting. Border. Section, border, background color. That's transparent though.
Yeah.
So this one is transparent. The section is transparent. The R Kemsky is black. I can see the debates going on, or not the debates. I can see how this happening in like the in the development department. It's like, oh, we need a black background, and then we've like okay, and then we add it to like all of the places. Instead of where did I find it on the Remy something?
Yeah, that one above, I think.
Yeah, this one. So that was on the test ID primary column, and because I think these class names could change.
They look pretty
what
dynamic.
If we just what if we just said div background transparent and important? That would set it on all of them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you could try that.
We YOLO. That's what we do.
Or you could even go
go
crazy and do the star.
Yeah. Let's try that. Okay, let's head back to our
So I have a question then. So the stuff that you're doing now, that later on we'll be doing it with our code.
Yeah, exactly. So all these are basically options that you can pass to the API in your request, and Urlbox just takes them and applies them to the site that it's rendering. So yeah, I think if you can scroll down on the right hand side, you'll see the options just been as like JSON there. So you just take those options and pass it to your request, basically, to Urlbox.
And you could also just do this URL, the render.
Yeah, we call these render links, which are like all the options are in the URL, so you can just paste that into your website or your email, and that'll just show a screenshot.
Yeah.
So if I use this link, like, will it always work? Will you take a new? So if I put it in an email, will it kind of create a new render for every email that opens? And ask for this.
No, so we cache these render links so that if you put it on like a million user traffic website, you don't get a million renders requests. So yeah, we cache it for like 30 days. So the next visitor that sees it just gets the cached response.
So my star hack didn't work. Let's try.
We have somebody from the real world here. It's Thomas. What a fun project / build idea. And then smiley with hammer and wrench.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you. He
So
sounds very Norwegian, by the way.
very Norwegian.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Thomas who was here at lunch. The
Oh,
brunch
it
that
is?
didn't
Oh,
get photographed.
yeah.
So we can't put it on, like, maybe I'll put that on a towel, because my tweet was like, if you have a co-working session, a brunch and the co-working sessions, and you don't photograph it, did it even happen? Because I wanted to share it on Twitter, but I had nothing to share. Okay, let's try again. So these custom styles, might it be because this is a React application and the styles are applied, like the custom CSS styles are applied first and then the JS kind of removes it? Or could that...
I don't know, because like those should be globally applied, shouldn't they? So you shouldn't really. There must be something else that's. Have you put the semicolon in the right place there? Actually, I don't know. Do you have to put it after the important?
Oh, you do.
Maybe that's why. I don't know.
I mean, I can't write CSS. There's not even the semi. There shouldn't be a semi. Should there be a semicolon there at all, or is it common?
I think, yeah, I think so.
This is what happens when you have prettier rule your life.
Let's see if it works now.
Oh, look at that! But
there
that
we
was a
go.
little. Oh, but then can we maybe force light? I want to force light, because now all our text was the wrong color, because it's. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
So it's going to dark mode by default.
I think it's going
yeah.
to dark mode by default. Maybe we could do some JS magic, or.
Well, we do have an option for that.
Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna hack it, and you're like, we have an option for that. Okay, so let's remove my hacky CSS. Okay.
And if you just scroll down a little bit, there should be a dark mode switch that you can set.
Do you know which one it's under?
Is it in page? Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
Background color. Dark mode. Well, I'll do search. Dark. No. I couldn't find. Well, highlight? No. I couldn't find anything on dark. Is it a hidden option?
It shouldn't be. I don't know. I thought this was in, but let's see.
Because I like this. You can highlight words. That's kind of cool. Let's try that while we're. Do you want to? Should we go to your docs?
Yeah, sure.
Dark mode. Customize. Emulate dark modes on website by setting preferred color scheme dark.
Yeah.
And default
scroll
is
down.
false.
There should be an example there, and if you open the second one, then it should hopefully show white. Oh, it's hiding the screenshot there.
Yeah, it's not from the UI.
Okay.
Changing background color. Huh.
But didn't it say dark mode false right at the start?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah, but I think it defaults to dark mode. So maybe we have to actually. No, it defaults to false. So could we somehow do prefer color scheme light to force it to do light?
Yeah, you can.
This is a weird edge case, though, but it would be very nice. Or I could just add in some CSS to make the text black again for now.
Yeah, we could try that.
Yeah, and I mean, we're meeting again, everyone, on Thursday to do this programmatically and save them to our Astro database as our next step. So maybe we'll figure it out by then. So if we go back to this and we put the CSS back in. Yeah. My CSS back in. And then we do, I don't think we need this one. I'll just go for the more specific one. And then we do color. And let's just do black. Yeah, and then it is the semicolon. But we need that on everything, I think, for now. I can customize the CSS for Thursday.
Mm.
And then we need important. Do you have a little, is this a little code editor? Because it's completing for me.
Yeah, it's
Ooh. Yeah.
it's just an off-the-shelf component. I can't really take credit for that.
Well, you chose it.
Yeah.
No, I really like this. Okay, so let's just try this as like a MVP. You know, let's see if we can just make it work, and then we'll make it better on Thursday. So how did the name come about, Urlbox?
Good question. I don't really know. It just kind of like we were just thinking of ideas around URLs and things, and yeah, Urlbox seemed like it kind of encapsulated what we want to do with the product. But that was a long time ago.
You have to make up a story by Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually working now. If I save this in my downloads, that does look, and now that I was thinking about it, I think it's good to actually override. Yeah, because this is see-through. I think it's good to actually override the text as well, because this is usually like a lighter color.
Yeah.
So if we wanted it to print properly, I think like a higher contrast. So actually making a little bit of customized CSS could be good for us. But now I see that we're getting the login and sign up.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Yeah.
So maybe we can just hide those elements.
Yeah. How do we do that?
We could use a selector again.
Hide selector.
Yeah.
And then we need to go back to it and figure out what this is. So that's that.
Are you able to make your viewport 600 width so that we can see if it's a different element?
Oh, I can try and just make it small. Well, I guess I can do it. And if we go to our inspector, I always forget these exist. This is one of those things when you've been online too long. You're just used to doing that and jangle it back and forth. Okay, so if we do it 600, then we do need to do custom.
I think so. Yeah, that top one.
Yeah. So if we now do the inspect, we can have a look. So it looks like it's a fairly substantial div. So that's part of it. That's part of it. That's what happens if I do display none on this. Display none. Yeah, that took all of it.
Oh, cool. That's okay. Can you get a selector for that?
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe we can go even further. What happens if we do this one? No, that was everything.
That'd be a nice towel.
Yeah. Okay, so it is this one. Oh, it's this one with C index 1, I would imagine. Yeah. Because they're trying to like force it to be on top. So that is 1. Where's our body? It's body 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 5 divs.
5 divs in. So we do body, we'll do immediate div, and then we do 5 divs in. Or then we could just have hide none under that. No, you can't do that. Hide. It's 5 divs in. Okay, let's try. I'm like, I'm noticing I'm making these weird faces. I'm like, Trying to remember. So it's body, and then we do the immediate div, that is the first child, just to make sure. First child, and then it was another 4 divs. One, two, three, 4. Okay, let's try again. Because it might have been when it took the element, it kind of raised that up and added it on top, and then when we got, okay, so this is not something I did wrong here. I mean, it should have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think?
I mean, one way you could test, just you could just run it in the console in DevTools, just like document.query selector it.
Oh god, document query selector,
Yeah,
and then we just did it's bot. Let's start at body, and then I did div. Oh, is it actually selecting over there now?
Yeah, it might do actually. Yeah, it's selecting that one.
Whoa, I didn't know. Did everybody know this? I'm doing document query selector, and I'm actually getting the result from here, and it's highlighting it as we go along. That is pretty cool. Well,
Dick.
So if we do this one, and then we could do, how do we, I'm so bad with this. Is it CSS? No, can we just add style to see if we could hide it?
I was just going to see if we can select it first. Like,
oh, okay.
Oh, your login thing's gone now.
Yeah, that's because we still have it. I think we have it gone.
Oh, I see. I just refresh the page and get it back.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then let's see if we can.
Yeah, because I think I just selected. No, we didn't have anything to select because.
But why was because we had why was it gone?
Because I'd added some.
Modified it. I think.
I've added. Why is it so slow now?
Maybe it's blocking you.
Uh-oh.
You've just been tampering too much with your site.
I'm not tampering at all. Okay, while Twitter wants to load.
Questions.
Yeah.
So it might seem a little bit obvious, but still, what problem does Urlbox solve?
What problem does it solve? It's when a company needs to take millions of screenshots a month, and they want really high accuracy of those screenshots as well. So they want it to look like what it looks like on their MacBook or on their local kind of machine. You could get a Chrome extension and go one by one, or you press like print screen and stuff. But if you want to like automate it and you want to do thousands or millions of screenshots, then you need to really use a hosted API for this. And that's basically one of the use cases that Urlbox supports.
Yeah.
So what's a typical customer?
It's a good question, actually.
What is one customer?
What's your favorite customer? Maybe that's a bit unfair to ask.
We have customers from a variety of different industries, I guess, like different like verticals and things. One customer off the top of my head is like somebody who's doing like they're in edtech, sorry, and their product is basically it's for classrooms, and people like pin stuff on a wall, and this wall is like a virtual wall, like a pinboard, and it can be like massively big, like infinitely big. And then they have this feature where it's like export wall to PNG, and they basically send a URL of their wall to Urlbox. We take a screenshot for them, and send them back. And yeah, they take quite a lot of screenshots basically, and they're all quite challenging because they're multiple, like you have to stitch them together because they're like wide and they're quite tall as well. So yeah, that's just one use case, is just classrooms taking lots of screenshots of virtual walls. But
so the user is the teacher or the kids?
well, the user is I think it's the actual people that are like the children that are pinning stuff to their wall, and then they want to export a PNG of it.
It's so okay. So the children are making the walls. It's not like a virtual blackboard where the teacher is doing the.
No.
Oh, cool.
Okay, we're at 48 minutes. My brain is not working. How am I not making this happen? So we figured it out. It's this one with style C index. Oh, it's got ID layers. Maybe we should just go for ID.
That's handy.
And you're not supposed to have more than one thing called, with an ID.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that then. It's weird sometimes on stream. It's like trying to count 5 divs. You can't do that. That's like, that's the hard part. Okay, so it was layers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, crossing our fingers. Let's make this work. Yes!
Yay!
That's exactly how we want it to be.
Yep.
Booyah! We're gonna make this work. And you can then, so our goal here is that you go on the website, you put in a link to a tweet, we photograph it, and I think this like 600 pixel wide. It's pretty nice because already it kind of has the shape of a towel, because this is a little bit of a long tweet, but it would still look good if it was a short tweet. We could maybe, turn it on its head if it's wider than it's high. But I remembered seeing something, because this photo is probably then now just like 600 wide or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's like what's it called? This is retina. That will make it bigger.
That will double it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we want it as big as possible. And we'll see how it renders on it. I mean, a towel, like it's a towel. It's not gonna be pixel perfect, is it? When it's a towel. No, but this looks exactly like how we want it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you open that up,
yeah. Sorry.
Is that quite crisp? That if you I think you might have to zoom in. Yeah. So that should be nicer.
I think that should be.
Yeah, we should test it if the towel is able to make the letters. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
maybe
that's a story. That's a story for another day. We're just making a demo.
Yeah, but we should test it at some point.
Yeah, and we actually do. We'll see how far we get, because it would be really fun to actually print some towels, and have them this summer. But we have like 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think we can, but let's see. Because so this is one idea. It's like one tweet to a towel. But what I would love to do is do a full Twitter, like my mock-up here, where it's like a full Twitter profile. Because what I noticed, if you go to just X and then Raae, which is my username, you're actually getting your best of tweets. It's not giving unlogged in users kind of all of the latest tweets. It seems to be giving like a top tweet. Because
I'll read this comment while we wait for the Twitter.
Yeah.
So we have another vote for the name. So Thomas here says Twowels is most fun but hardest to pronounce. So my boring choice would be Towely. Oh, this is so tough. Now we have one vote for the Twowels and one for the Towel. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough now.
Okay, let's see if we can do my full profile.
Yeah.
Because then we need to do some kind of scrolling, which
Yeah.
I,
You can do there's a full page option if you
Mhm.
want. Try that.
yeah, but I still kind of want to do just an element, and
Okay.
I can't choose both of those, can I?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah.
So this might not like people. This might not work. We're gonna test it the last 5 minutes because that's how we YOLO.
Is that URL the same? Has it got the same like markup on it and stuff? So
Oh, I don't think
Would
so,
the
but
threat-
at least we'll need to do some kind of allow infinite, and then it will just kind of scroll until it stops, or like what's
yeah, yeah, because normally if there's like an infinite scrolling page, it could just go on forever. But we by default we stop it after like 3 scrolls.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see if that works.
Okay, Twitter is not liking me right now, as we were talked about, but okay, there we go. So blah 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 blah. What do we have here? We got div. Ooh, look at that! How nice they are. Main. We can do main. I mean, I'm loving that Twitter is giving us these like beautiful selectors. We had article and we had main, and then we found the layers ID. Do not watch this, Twitter dev department. Do not change
Yeah.
this on us. No, don't. Okay, so we should do main then. So we'll infinitely scroll. We want to do main, and we still want to hide layers, which I am assuming is the same.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm like seeing here, like when you start scrolling, I am thinking that images won't load in.
It's possible. It might take a little bit longer. Oh.
Yeah. So it didn't have anything to scroll. Because the thing is, I did play around with this like 4 weeks ago. So I don't remember what I did, but I remember I made it happen. So full width, allow infinite. I think maybe I did the scroll delay. Could that help, or scroll delay? Why when scrolling to trigger the lazy loading? Because it is lazy loading, because it's not there at. Okay, let's just try.
I can't actually see the options you've set, so it's really hard to see. What,
okay, yeah, sorry. I can scroll up on this side. It's because we have to have it zoomed in. So no, it's not working. I'll think because I'd made it work. I made it work at one point, and I don't know what I did to make it work.
We must not forget to show my design.
Oh, your design.
My design. Okay. Can I show it while you try to fix it?
You show your design. You add yourself to stage. I'm gonna remove myself from stage.
I just do like that. Yeah. So here is my super duper design.
You have to scroll up, Ola.
I'm a designer, you know. So I designed this here, and so it's also here. You know, we listen to the people sometimes, not often. So you should grab your chance now. So you can see my arrow here. I'm pointing in this. This here is like the C bottom, and then here is the top of that illustration. So if you have a better suggestion, you can send it in on the GitHub. Here it is. This is how it looks. You see, it's a little goldfish and stuff. So you can, if you have a suggestion, you can send it in. Or if you have a suggestion for colors for these here, and also this wave here. So that's one illustration that I've added. And then this is the other one. And we also need one at the bottom. I don't know. Yeah, here. This pink here is the old one. So we also need one there. But
Yeah, because we're taking our Mixpod website, which was an AstroTed website, as a starting point.
Yeah. So people should send it into the to our GitHub. Should we share? It's Queen Raae on GitHub.
Yes.
Think that's enough to say that?
I don't think it's public yet, but we'll put descriptions put links in the description below. I think I found it.
Didn't I make it? I didn't make it private.
Did you make it private? I didn't make it private.
Is it private? I have to check now.
Don't show off your credentials and stuff now, Ulla.
Oh, am I online? Okay, I'll remove it then. Okay, so people, you should come here and you should come with your suggestions for your. I'm adding you back to stage. You should come with your suggestions for the, what do you call it? Design and new name. We still need name. We still need name suggestions.
I mean, it still doesn't want to go. I'm pretty sure I had some of this working at some point. We'll figure it out. I'm going to figure this out before next time, because I really, really, really want to be able to just tweet my whole or towel my whole screen. Because what I was saying is that if you look at these, it's not showing like your latest tweets. It actually seems to be showing, because this one I mentioned TL Draw and I got 30,000 views, which never happens. So it looks like it's like bringing some of your kind of most popular tweets up. So for me, it's kind of like a little bit of a highlight reel of things that we've done. So I think it could be really cool to just have, look at this. This is from our 15th anniversary, Ulla. Yeah, it could have been really fun to just have this whole kind of thing printed on the towel.
Yeah, we can get there. I'm sure we can get there eventually.
I am sure, because the thing is, I did do it. I did do it at one point because I just wanted to, quickly see if the idea was feasible at all. And I was like, yeah, this looks pretty good. Like there were some little things, but I was like, oh, this is good enough. And then now I thought like maybe we could make it in 5 minutes, but I should know better. We never make anything in 5 minutes on stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you again on Thursday for the code version of this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to do the goodbye, Zola?
Yes. I know you were totally right. It was private, and now I made it public.
Okay. So it's the thing is, now it's public, but I think you've called a repo Twitter Towel, and I want it to be Twowel.
No, it's the best name.
I mean, none of us. So I want Twowel, you want Twitter Towel, and Chris wants Towel-y.
Yeah, we need more votes. And before we get the more votes, it's Twitter Towel. I'll. So should I just call it Towel then?
Maybe tweet to towel. I don't know. XTowel. Maybe we should just do XTowel, which none of us want anymore.
We don't? Well, okay.
I mean, this is the most important decision of this whole project. Is what do we call it?
I think we need. So I should say Twitter Towel then.
Yeah.
Is that better? No, it's not good enough.
What if you call it
Screenshot Towel?
What if you call the repo Urlbox Towel?
Yeah, I can probably. Yeah.
Tweetex.
But like literally, what are we supposed to call Twitter posts now? Like tweets. Oh, somebody Inessa said I'm adding tweetex. Tweetex. X posts. I mean, you can't say X post. It sounds. It's very hard. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want the bird back. If we call it Twowel, we could, instead of having a BGY, we could put birds on the site and like go back to the old school Twitter design. Well, we'll see.
Tweetex. Oh, it's a new name.
Yeah. Inessa came with a new suggestion.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I'll
I
share
think
it
we
now.
need to, yeah, but then we need
Yeah.
to like call it because now we're just wearing off into more. Otherwise, I'll
Yeah.
suddenly YOLO something else we can't
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
with the
So
time we have.
everybody, go in here, and what should they do? Should they make setup? How should they write up? Should they make an issue? Yeah, make an
Or
issue, and yeah,
for the name, you
and
think?
no, and load up illustrations.
Oh yes, yes.
It's
Just
very
put it in
easy. You
the
just make
issue.
an issue, and then you take the file from your like desktop and just drag it into the comment on the issue, and then it uploads itself. Yeah.
Or if you want to really YOLO, we also, do pull requests and redesign the whole front page if you want, and we'll have a look at it.
You can do that. So go to Queen-Raae/Urlbox-towel with illustrations. Oh yeah.
A repo name I do think Chris never imagined would exist when he started Urlbox, and we'll get
Yeah.
into the origin of Urlbox next stream, which is Thursday at same time and same place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, this has been a treasure hunt on the sharky waters on the World Wide Web with Urlbox. And next time is Thursday at
2 o'clock Central European time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Central European summertime.
Yeah.
And now, Chris, we wave awkwardly until the stream is over.
Bye.
It's